Hey everyone, thanks for joining us. The next episode of Red Valkyrie is about to start. Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Red Valkyrie. I'm your host, Shae the Red, and I am here with something that you may not have heard of, but you definitely should have. I'm the amazing Tyler. How are you, sir?
I'm freaking good. Dang, you had a badass introduction.
We try to keep it a little professional, despite the fact that I'm gonna always come on the show looking like a jackass.
No
So
way.
you know, that's what we do. We are here because you have an amazing project on Kickstarter called Entity, and I gotta say, just to preface this before I kick it over to you, I do not typically do sci-fi. I don't. My co-host that is gone, that's Sci's territory. Sci loves sci-fi. Go figure. Cyborg Valkyrie is obsessed with science fiction. Who would have thought? Um, this book is freaking gorgeous. I am totally down for it, and so I'm really excited. Do you want to start with your video?
Yeah, let's do it. I put a freaking ton of work in this video, and it needs to be seen for the world.
Oh yeah. All right, let's do this then. Do you realize Do you realize everyone you know someday will die? Dang, that is good shit. If you are not super pumped, I don't know what's gonna get you pumped. That was like a movie trailer.
I try. I try. I
That
try
was
to be.
great.
I try to be as cinematic as freaking possible.
I'd say as somebody who used to do a lot of television production and stuff, I'd say that you did pretty good. I'd say
Thanks.
that
Thanks.
was pretty well done.
Thanks.
All right, go ahead and give us your pitch. What is Entity?
Yeah. Well, that's the question. All right. So we entity. The story of entity is about a girl named Camille. She's been living in space for the last 3 years. She has zero memory of how she got there, or who she is, or life before she woke up. All she knows is this. Earth has been destroyed. She is one of 50 other survivors of Earth who are part of something only known as Project Genesis. And at some point, they're all supposed to meet up on a planet and rebuild the human race. But while Camille has been burdened with so many freaking questions. Aaron Stryker, is taken into her space station and is told to execute him. However, he is the only one who has the answers to all of her questions, and he tells her that everything that she knows is a lie, and Earth hasn't been destroyed. It's not in a good place, but Earth hasn't been destroyed. And when she asks, well, who's been controlling me, who's been doing all of this, he's like, I don't know who or what. All I know is it's something called the entity. So, you're going to join Camille and Aaron on a 100 plus page sci-fi journey, where you're going to try to find out who or what is the entity, the thing or the person that is the cause for the destruction of humanity. And you can get this book for $20 free shipping, US.
I'm sorry, free shipping. I didn't pay attention to that when
Yeah,
when I
you
looked
heard
at
that
it.
right, guys. Free freaking shipping.
Damn,
20 bucks for a 100 plus page comic, free shipping. Drop the
that's
mic.
insanity. I don't know how you're not gonna go broke. to be perfectly honest.
People have been asking me this, and I'll give all the answers, but that's a whole nother topic if you want to get into it. But yeah, $20, 100+ pages, free shipping.
That is awesome. You already got, look at this. You bringing people to my channel. I already got people that are.
I'm trying. I got my squad.
It.
I got my FERC gang. That's what we are. The Draw and Talk family. We're the FERC gang. Christopher C, Justin Ori, Britton, Ridden Studios. Nice. Thanks for popping in, guys, and make sure you guys sub to Red Valkyrie.
Shae, that would be awesome. Amazing if you guys are down for it. I mean, I understand. I understand if you're not. I'm just saying we're getting real close to our 1K, and we're actually doing a really cool. We're gonna do a giveaway. I'm trying to work with a couple of really cool artists that I know to do a really badass fucking print that I'm going to print up 13 by 19 and give a couple of them away. If I'm lucky and get a couple of these artists, I'll give away a few different versions, and we'll do it in a big old stream. It'll be great fun, but we got to get there first.
Well, everyone, help her get to freaking 1,000 subs. That's the hardest part, is those first 1,000.
Yeah, it really is, because you just watch it like come every time I get like 5, I'll watch 3 of them disappear, and I'm like, oh man, such a grind.
Justin Dunn, I love that comic. Tyler making everyone look bad with free shipping. That's what I do. That's what I do. I gotta be honest. So Justin's my boy. We launched his comic. I need him to do more. I really do. I need him to get more eyes on that, because his stuff is amazing. I'm okay, dude. We got, look at, gosh dang, you got all these. Looks like Avatar threw up on her. Thank you, Dan. Thank you. Yes. All right. So for people who can't tell, you see this absolutely gorgeous cover A. That is one of my most favorite covers that I have seen in a campaign in a while. And I really wanted to try and do something close to that. And then somebody let me play with paint and color. And now this is what happened. So I apologize for the immense amount of pink. And I'm going to be very sad. Tonight. Yeah, it's going to be great. I have it, so I have an interview. Like I told you, I'm in the military. I have an interview in the morning for an exec position for my commander. Well. So we're going to basically chemically peel my face to make sure I'm not blue for that. That's hilarious.
Oh, it's going to be great. Gosh, we already got, I love this. So people are just jumping right in with the questions, which makes me so happy. Some okay dude wants to know, are you trying to make your version of Alien?
Britton, you know it. Absolutely not. But Britton's a good friend. Britton, on my first Kickstarter, backed my book, roasted me, and we've just been friends. We've been friends for a while. Britton's a good dude. There's no aliens. There's no monsters. It's sci-fi with humans. If you guys can hear my babies just not going to bed.
Oh. Well, if at any time, if you need to go and help those, we understand.
No, you're good.
Around
you're good.
here.
My wife's got it.
Fantastic. By the way, throwing this out there, it would not be the first time. We regularly have babies on this show. It happens frequently. I've had single dads who had babies that day and were trying to explain to like a 3-year-old, okay, you have to give daddy 45 minutes. And I was like, I don't think a 3-year-old understands what 45 minutes is, but good luck.
Yeah, unfortunately, this isn't my first crowdfunding rodeo. But this is my first one with a kid. I'm gonna go check on him real quick.
Okay, that sounds great. While you do that, I'm gonna gush. So this is one of those campaigns that kind of came across my timeline, and yes, I understand we're talking Kickstarter. People, some people have their certain opinions on it. You know what? At Red Valkyrie, I want good quality. That's what I want. And he's got cover B, Luigi Terrell. Like, come on, Luigi is an absolutely amazing artist. Not gonna lie, I like cover A better, but it has nothing to do with the fact that it was a toss up for me. It was very difficult to know which one to back. They've got all kinds of, let's go over some of these stretch goals that are way up at the top, because he knows how to hook you right away. So we are already at 2,000, which is phenomenal, but that really needs to get higher. And the struggles for this are pretty epic. You came back just in time to talk about them.
Perfect. I lost my sunglasses. My kid was crying, and then he saw the sunglasses, and I had to kneel down and be like, "I'm sorry."
You know what? You do what you need to do for
do
that
what
little baby.
You do what you got to do.
Absolutely. I was an aunt at 3. I fully understand it. Trust me.
There you go.
All right. So for your stretch goals, you got a 1,500 stretch goal, which you have hit, which is an exclusive trading card. Do you have the art for that trading card done yet?
Yeah, it's finished. I haven't showed it off yet because I've been promoting. So this is actually the last day to do it. If you scroll to the very, very bottom of the campaign, Shae, all first week backers, so tonight's literally the last night, will get an exclusive trading card, and this is it. So tonight is the last night to get this trading card, and then after today you'll get the second. Everyone will get the second trading card, but this one is exclusive to all first week backers.
That, oh my gosh! I need to just double check and make sure that I actually put my contribution in. I feel like I did, but now I don't remember.
And if you scroll up just a little bit, you can see the actual drawing that I did of it. Keep going, right? Almost right there. So that's the art drawn by yours truly. So that's the trading card A is what everyone will get for the first week, that exclusively, and then trading card B is what everyone else will get with the campaign.
Hell yeah, that is awesome.
There are tiers, guys, to get the artwork as well.
Oh hell yeah. Jeez, look at you. You just got all the love in this chat. It's awesome.
I'm trying. We're trying to have a silly goose time.
We gotta do what we gotta do. To answer the question, some okay dude, this is face paint and hyperpigmented eyeshadow because somebody let me play with things and I probably shouldn't have. Things happen. It's great. Apparently everybody wants to know your shipping secrets, so we're probably gonna have to delve into that a little bit because we got.
You let me know when, and I will share the secrets, and it's gonna offend a lot of people, Shae. And I don't give a freaking crap, but it's gonna offend a lot of people.
How does okay? No, see now we're just hold up. We're just getting into it now because I want to know how shipping offends anybody. Let's get into this.
Because here's the thing, Shae. And I've had I'm gonna be honest, I had a really sucky day today, and I've lost humanity in the world. So at this point today, I really don't give a crap if I offend someone or hurt anyone's feelings. But you don't. I love supporting indie comic books, and I'll go into campaigns to back them. And there's a trend that I'm seeing that I don't like, Shae. And it's fine. Here's the thing. Let me premise this. If you're a creator, you can do whatever the frick you want with your book. I don't give a crap. You can price it whatever. You can do whatever. But this is my feeling. I don't think that I'm right now, I'm in the stage where I want to build customers. I want to build an audience. I want people to have a silly goose time and read my comics, have a fun time, and watch my draw and talk show. We don't do streams. We just talk about stuff, and we have a silly goose time. Something that I don't think is a silly goose time though is a $25 book that's 48 pages, and then I have to pay an additional $10 in shipping. So that's $35 for a book. Listen, guys, I know how much it costs to mail a comic book. I know how much it costs. Shae, this is my last campaign right here. Demons, volumes 1, 2, and 3. There's 300 pages here. Guess how much it costs me to ship one of those in the U.S.?
How much?
$5. $5. So don't tell me that your 48-page book costs $10 to ship. Also, don't tell me that it costs $15 to print. So what I've done is I've put in, I know the cost to print the book, and I know the cost to ship the book, and then I've just put in a little bit extra for me to make some kind of profit, like $1 to $5 a profit max, and then I made a 100-page book, $20, free shipping US. And
that is crazy.
It's good. It's my goodwill to say, and here's the thing. Here's another thing, Shae. is on my campaign. There's a link to get the first 20 pages of the book for free.
All right. Good
if you want
shit.
If you want to read the first 20 pages and you go, oh my gosh, that was a freaking awesome story, then back the book. And if you don't like those 20 pages, I hope I get you on the next campaign. But I'm all about winning the support, and I know how hard it is to back books. I know I want to respect people's money. If I don't want to have them back a book, get it in a year, and then they go, wow, that was a waste of $35. I'd rather have them read the first 20 pages and go, this is the shit, and then they back the book, and then they're happy with what they got, and I respected their money by giving them a $20 book that didn't cost them any more than shipping.
See, and that's so I can understand your position, and I understand other people's where they price it a little bit more, maybe charge a little bit more for shipping. Because I know a lot of people. I don't know if you're offering this outside of the U.S. at all.
I do charge $35 for international shipping.
Whew, see, so I think that's where a lot of people end up trying to mitigate it, is they don't want to charge too much for international, and so they charge a little bit more domestic to kind of help even it out across the board.
I feel you.
I understand all sides of this, and I got to be honest. I think that you're undercutting yourself with the art level that you have and the quality that you have, and the fact that this is 100 pages. I think you're undercutting yourself for your profit margins. And you know what? My hat is off to you, because you're doing it because you want people to get the book. Yeah, you want people to have your story.
Here's the thing: is I came in. I've been doing comics for 7 years. I'm not in this. I'm in this to hopefully one day make a career, but I'm also not here to do a cash grab. I want to build my audience. And I want to get out a good book right now. I think that this book is worth $20. Maybe my next campaign it'll be a 60 page, but it'll be a 60 page book that's $20 plus $5 in shipping. But for this I feel, also context, I made this book 4 years ago, Shae. This book is 4 years old. The biggest purpose for me on this book is also not to make money, it's to get it out there. Yeah. And then
I think that it really just, when you're doing something like this, you need to have a clear cut in your head what the goal is. If the goal is, I'm trying to get my name out there, I'm trying to get my stories out there, and I'm trying to get people comfortable with me. And so 2, 3, 5 years, 10 years down the line, when I'm launching more stuff and I'm doing this more frequently, people are more than happy to pay down a little bit more of a premium. Maybe you're going to offer a hardcover. Maybe you're going to offer collaborative works that are going to cost you more, because now it's not just you. You've got artists, you've got letters, you've got various things going on. Doing it where you take a little bit of a hit, while not my preferred method, because I love to see everybody make money for what they do. I feel like I know, just for my show, just for this, the amount of work that I put into this every single time I do a stream is insane. Yeah, and currently I just do it for free, and I will continue to do it for free for as long as I need to. Yeah. But I will say that I really love seeing good artists make money at what they do, because you deserve to. Well, you really do.
Also, people think that I'm undercutting myself, and I did the math today. I'm still so the book's already been paid for. I didn't draw this. I paid an artist for it, and I've already I've already broke even. So everything else right now is profit, and I did the math today, and I am way over $2,000 right now. That's dope. I'm probably taking more than half of that right now, in profit.
That's not bad.
So also another thing, and this is another little cheat with the shipping. I work for a book publishing company, and I have access to their warehouse, and I have access to their shipping prices. So it will cost you, Shae, $5 to ship my book. It costs me $2 or $3.
So you got a little extra thing. That's helpful.
Yeah, it is helpful.
Well, and this all comes down to, this is why you network. This is one thing that people don't seem to understand. When you're doing crowdfunding, this isn't just it takes a village, it takes a community. That is 1,000% correct, because if you don't network properly, you are relying on what you know and what you have access to. I know me as Shae by myself. I have access to very little. There's not a whole lot that I could do. I might be able to get like military pricing if I go to the post office on base, and I'm going to tell you right now that doesn't really happen. And it takes an extra like 3 days. So really, that's about all that I got. But I know so many other friends who have so many other skills. I've made connections. I know people who do patches. I know people who do t-shirts, people who do models and stickers. I have my own button presses. Like there's a lot that I have found out how to do because I talk to people and I network.
For sure.
And so that is one of the big things that I really think that people need to keep in mind when you're doing these sorts of things. You need to network. You need to find those people who can help you out if you can't do it all yourself. And in reality, nobody in this business does it all themselves. Not a single person. No matter what they say. If they say that, they're lying.
No, I totally agree.
Absolutely. All right. We were going over your stretch goals. So at 2,500, you're doing making of pages in here?
Yeah. So at 2,500, and we're really close. We're at like 400. We're like $500. We're $500 away. We're gonna add an additional 8 pages to the book to have like a little making of section. I'll throw in a couple of the preliminary sketches, just kind of like the pencil stage, the color stage. But then at 4,000, we're gonna up it. We're gonna at 4,000, we're gonna up it, and we'll actually turn it into a 20-page book. Where we have like the commentary on it, the director's commentary on it, what went into these pages, and then at $5,000, the director's cut of number 1 of the first 24 pages, and on the left hand side of the book will be the script, and on the right hand side will be the pencils, so you can see, okay, this is how I wrote it, and this is how Joe interpreted it. And then at $7,000, and here's the thing, Shae, I don't think I'm going to hit $7,000 because I never have done $7,000, but I said, F it, if I hit $7,000, I will personally draw a 20-page ash can, like that goes on, that's about a side story. And then heck, I'll announce this on the YouTube, on your YouTube. If I hit $10,000, which I know is not going to happen, but let's say I hit $10,000, I'll start an OnlyFans.
Oh my goodness. All right, so 10,000 is now the new goal.
You think free shipping's good? Talk about a free subscription to my OnlyFans.
Wow, that's so terrifying. Like I like halfway want to really push for 10,000, and the other half of me is like, please no.
My wife's saying, please no.
Please, your wife's in the other room going, he didn't just say that. That's a lie. It's not. Exactly. It's not happening. Oh my goodness. Yeah. So this is, and here's the thing. Granted, this could be, so one of my questions to you, have you ever tried Indiegogo, or do you have a
yeah. My last two so I did one Kickstarter with Demons Volume 1, and then I moved over to Indiegogo for Demons Volumes 2 and 3. And then I had a terrible experience my last Indiegogo.
Oh no.
And so I not like terrible, like we funded and we got the books out. But it really exhausted me, and so I stayed out of crowdfunding, and I've been sitting on this book for 4 years. So I said, fine, I'll do a Kickstarter, and my Kickstarter was only 20 days.
Okay,
it's a 20-day Kickstarter. So that's why I went back to Kickstarter. I might do an Indiegogo after this for this book, and I think it'll only be for 1 week.
Really?
1 week.
So you're not going to utilize any of the benefits of Indiegogo, like the in demand?
Well, it'll be 1 week, and then it will go to in demand for maybe like another week. But I don't know. I don't like crowdfunding, Shae.
I understand that.
I mean, don't get me wrong. It's super cool, and I'm grateful for everyone that backs it. Just like my mental health, it's really stressful. It's a grind.
It is.
It is a grind.
It is. You know, I don't know where who is, but he's about to do my quote. You and I should talk a little bit offline, because I got some ideas that might make this a little bit less painful.
Yeah, you're good.
But yeah, I feel like this book is is far too beautiful to only have
And
2000. It's, I mean, the Luigi Terrell cover that you have is absolutely stunning. Your
gorgeous.
cover A is my absolute favorite. So I love, this is my problem that I've had with a lot of these indie comics and everything, is everybody wants to showcase all of their characters on the cover, right? And I completely understand that. I am a minimalist. There's Adam Lawson's The Eighth, the way that he did it. He literally he just did the hands of his characters. So you see hands carrying a weapon, and that's it. And you know exactly who it is. It's a black background. It's a hand carrying a weapon. And every single one of them I saw, I was like, dude, you need to get those printed up.
Well, you know why you like that though? It's because you like you said, you've done TV. Like you're into TV stuff. Adam writes for TV.
Yep.
And I'm the same way. I like really minimal. Stuff.
And I think I think that if you're going to do something, we're going to show a lot on a page. The way that Luigi did his, that's really good. But then again, that's also very cinematic. She's upside down. It doesn't make sense altogether necessarily because she's humongous and upside down. He's standing right side up with a gun. You have the rocket ship firing off on the side. All of that stuff is really eye-catching, and that's something that I think that a lot of people need to keep in mind, is that you don't have to show every single massively awesome moment. You need to hook people enough to make them want to open the book.
No, for sure.
The way that you have this for Entity, the second I saw that, I was like, I don't know who that is, but I want this book.
Like, no, it's cool that you were the one that reached out to me.
Yes, because the second I saw that, and I saw this come up on Tompa's retweets, and when he was pushing out all of this stuff, I was like, the hell is Entity? And I clicked on it and I went, uh-oh. I was like, I got another show to do now. And then I started scrolling and was like, yeah, I really got another show to do. This is gorgeous.
No, thanks. And by the way, just to clarify with the Indiegogo, it's gonna be live for 1 week, and it'll go into in demand, and it'll be in demand for a while.
Okay. There you go.
Yeah, I'm gonna do a really hardcore. I have scheduled with a bunch of my hardcore Indiegogo streamers. They're gonna have me on each night. And we're gonna go hard for that week, and then after that, I'll take a little break. During that in-demand session, I will fulfill my Kickstarter, and then once I'm ready to fulfill the Indiegogo, that's when it will get off of in-demand.
Okay.
Thank you, Justin.
Justin is amazing. Justin's backing. He is the unofficial Red Valkyrie talent scout. He is the one that kicks a lot of these campaigns over to me and lets me know. And I feel like he recommended this to me after I had already decided I was going to reach out to you. I saw it on Tompa's thing, and then he was like, "Hey, have you seen Entity?" And I was like, "Yes, I'm already on it." And he goes, "Good, because that needs to happen." I said, "I agree."
Thanks. No, thank you. I really appreciate it.
Wolverine, I need you to explain what the Chewbacca defense is, because I'm not tracking it. I'm ignoring you until you do. You have Chris wants you to shill the store.
Yeah, I'll have to.
Do you have a store?
Yeah, I mean, I do have a store. Listen, everything I do is really, I think, controversial to people, but I do have a store, Shae. It's gumroad.com/drawandtalk, and it's right now it's only digital comics if you're into that, but it's pay what you want.
Okay.
So you want to pay $0, you can. You want to pay $100, it's totally up to you. But it's pay what you want on that site.
So they've actually done psychological studies of that.
Yeah,
and they've found that the vast majority of people tend to not take advantage, because when you feel like you're getting a quality product, there's also the pressure of you don't want to come across as a cheap ass, and so a lot of people want to pay at least somewhere near what something is worth.
Yeah.
And I honestly, I mean, for digital things, for me, I don't think that's controversial at all. I think that that's wonderful because you're giving people who maybe don't have a lot of income an opportunity to be able to still read books. And you're giving people who want to throw support at you, but don't necessarily have the room for all of your physical stuff. Or maybe your physical stuff is too fucking cheap and they would have to order 30 books to pay what they want to give you.
Yeah.
Because you do everything so cheap with free shipping. They're like, well, I don't want 30 books, damn it. So they can go and be like, I'm going to buy one book, but I'm going to pay $200 for it because that's what I want you to have.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, I got a lot of flack from people saying, why are you doing this? And I was like, screw you, this is my business. I can do whatever I want. And it's worked out great. People at first were like, you're going to make no money. I have made more money doing that than I was previously. And it shocked me, but also didn't shock me because that's just like you said, the psychology of it really works out. In fact, I have people downloading the book for free, and I go, okay, that's fine. And then they come back and they download it again, but they put $10. They put $10 in there because they read it and they go, oh wow, that was actually really good. Here's $10.
And see, and I think that that's probably happens a lot more than people may think. As much as all we ever see in the world are all of the like really shitty, horrible people, there are good people out there. There really are. And I think the vast majority of people are good. There's just really, really loud ones that aren't.
Really loud, shitty people.
Those are the ones that we hear and nobody likes them anyway. So. Yep. All right. So you have, I'm going to leave it right here while we scroll because I love this scene. No, so you have your various tiers. I'm going to go ahead and let you kind of explain what each of these are.
Yeah. So for $9, you get the digital PDF version of Entity, which I've been told in the chat, share your Patreon, Tyler. So my Patreon's patreon.com/drawandtalk. You can support for like $1 or $5. I gave my Patreon the full digital edition a couple months ago. So that's where all my behind the scenes stuff happens and stuff that I'm working on that people don't get to see right now. I share it to my Patreons. So that's what the digital version is. For $12, you get Entity, the PDF, plus the director's cut PDF, which is the you'll get the script and you'll get the raw pencils. $20 gets you cover A of the book, and $20 plus free shipping if you're in the U.S. $35 will get you Luigi Terrell's variant cover.
There are only 3 left.
Only three people have taken advantage of that, which what a shame. But also, cover A was drawn by yours truly, so take that, Luigi. No, no, I love Luigi. Like he killed it. And then for $50, you can get both covers, so you actually save $5 by getting the double book.
Nice.
And then these next 2 tiers are $65, and you get the books plus you get the original art of that particular trading card, drawn by yours truly. And then at $90, you get the book plus you get an 11x17 black and white commission. And then I will draw a character of your choice, and then $110 you'll get the book as well as an 11x17 commission. But not only will it be black and white, I'll also color it with some brush markers. And I've got examples down below in the reward section. Right there. And I picked two sexy pieces of art that people paid me to do just for the campaign. I do draw men. I love drawing Batman, but I figured let's throw these 2 ladies up.
Let's be real. Sex sells, right? Like let's just be honest.
I'm not dumb. Yeah.
Beautiful women help sell things.
You think I didn't tell Luigi to add a little bit of cleavage to that cover?
Oh my gosh. So this see, and I love seeing this where you took it to a convention and you see people holding the book. That's so cool. That is so cool to see.
Yeah, we did a small print run of like 40, and we sold out because originally this book was supposed to go with an indie publisher, and a month after it got taken, the publisher went down. Sad face. So I was like, crap, what am I doing right now? And I was starting to build out my YouTube channel, and I sat on this book for 3 years.
Oh man,
But
and that keeps happening. So I know a lot of people that sign with a publisher and think that that's gonna be it. That'll be their break, and it's gonna be amazing.
yeah,
And then
no way.
something happens with the publisher, something happens with the deal. They end up getting screwed over. Something. There's always something, and it's just every time I'm like, oh, it's so sad. I'm so sorry.
Indie comic publishers, there's very few good ones and there's a lot of bad ones. So always
there really are.
At this point, I'm someone who's like, I'm just gonna I'm gonna do everything myself, and I can.
Yeah, I totally I understand that for sure. I've seen a lot of shady people out there that I'm very unhappy around and take advantage of other people. So,
and I don't even have a copy of this original run either.
Oh, are you serious?
Yeah. So I haven't even held this book in my hands in 3 years. Someone was like, I want to buy that. And I was like, this is my last one. And they're like, no, I want it. And I went, fine. And they paid me. So, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
But I figured for this new one, we should do a new cover. And I like the new cover that we have.
The new cover is gorgeous. I'm going to be honest, I like your new cover better than your old. So,
I do.
Well done.
Thanks.
So I'm kicking it off to the chat if I can type. Good hell, I suck at typing. I'm sorry. If you have any questions for Tyler, please post them into the chat. This is one of the few shows where you can actually get your questions answered because I don't have enough people and my chat is kind of slow. So it's really easy for me to see your questions.
That's awesome. Well, you know what? You have a really cool, you have a really cool channel. I watched a couple at work, some of your streams today at work, so I could get a vibe.
Kind of a feel for how
exactly. You never know when you go onto someone's, if someone goes onto my channel, I hope that they would see the stuff that I do, and I should do the same thing, vice versa, because my channel is a lot different than your channel, and vice versa.
Yep. Exactly. I completely agree with you, and I feel like we do things the way that we do them because I didn't see somebody doing it this way, and I know I can do this, and so that's why we chose this. Other people are doing chill streams. They're doing 4, 5, 6 people on at a time to all talk about their books. That's great. But I always have a bunch of very specific questions, and I want to dive deep into projects and what makes people inspired and what makes their brains tick and why they chose these certain projects. And so we decided, screw it, we're going to do this kind of a format because that's perfect for this.
I dig it.
So we have Jason, Unhinged Entertainment. He's got his book Absolute. He wants to know, what was your key inspiration for this book?
Well, Unhinged Entertainment, thank you so much for that question. While I was writing this, I was doing a supernatural series called Demons, and I had a theme that I wanted to delve in that I couldn't do in that book, just because of the genre, and that theme was what happens when humans realize that ultimately they're the cause for their own destruction, their own self-destruction. And so that was the theme that centered around the entire book. And as you go each issue, it's a different theme of self-destruction with humans and the cause of that. And so I wanted to talk about, what happens, the theme of self-destruction. That's what made me do it, because man, I was just looking at my life at the time, and I was like, man, I was thinking about the 4 different problems that were going on in my life. I was like, wow, I think I caused all of these. So,
yeah,
it was my fault, and that's what made me think about it.
Yeah, when you look back and you go, that was me.
Yeah, that was me. Exactly.
Worst feeling too, because you're like, damn it.
It's so easy to blame other people, and then when you really sit down, you go, yeah, shit, that was me.
Yeah, exactly. The amount of times that I've been like, this is totally your fault, and somebody goes, really? Because if you would have done this, and you're like, shh, we don't talk about that. Just quiet. I realized that halfway through saying the statement, but I was grandstanding and I had to continue, obviously. So Jason says, yep, so it's nonfiction. Got it. Nice topic.
Exactly. I had a vision of the future, and I'm basically just giving you guys the blueprint.
By the way, this is what's going on. Johnny wants to know, did I draw yet? No, I have not. I promise I did not forget. I was tired and I took a nap. But I am drawing before I go to bed. I swear it will be on Twitter. I swear. Please do not yell at me. So for you, Tyler, I don't draw. I don't do art usually. Mostly because it takes a lot of effort and I'm lazy. But I started doing more and enjoying it. So I issued a challenge to myself publicly on Twitter because people like Johnny will hold me accountable, and I know that they will. So I said I was going to draw every single day. And then I had somebody who upped the ante and said that I had to, because my first drawing was a skull. Because I played with watercolor. Yeah, so first drawing was a skull.
Nice.
And so I got challenged that I have to do 100 days of skulls. And so I'm doing that on top of drawing every day.
Oh, have fun with that challenge.
Yeah. It's going to hurt my head. And it's going to hurt my heart a little bit, but it'll be fine. By the end of it, I will have something that looks like a skull. 100 days in a row.
Hey, don't feel bad if you fail and you don't do those 100 days. I'm just going to let you know it's okay.
You know what? I'm gonna be okay with it if and when I absolutely fail. But I am trying to do art every day, and I'm trying to do a skull.
Yeah, that's good. I told myself I'd do 100 days of Batman, and I think I got 3 days in it, and I went, screw it. 100 days of this? No way.
Yeah, that's definitely tricky. Wolverine wants me to do a hand turkey skull. I'm gonna make it. How you think? You're laughing right now. I'm telling you, Wolverine. I will do a hand turkey skull. In fact, maybe that'll be my skull for tonight because it's getting late. So why not? Unhinged also wanted to know, did you do the lettering as well on this?
Yeah, so I did the writing and the coloring on this, and I did do the lettering. However, I am in the process of re-lettering it, just because, like I said, I made this book in 2016. Definitely improved on a lot of certain skills. So we're re-lettering the book right now to make it look better.
Nice. That I love it when people, the reason I'm doing the 100-day of skulls and the drawing every day challenges, and so 3 months from now, 6 months from now, I can look back and go, oh, maybe I can draw a little bit because it's better than it was.
Oh yeah, for sure. 5 years ago, if I showed you the comic book that I did with someone, with a guy named Bobby, I look at that and I go, oh, like, Tyler, go kill yourself. And now I'm like I don't like showing anyone that, but now I'm comfortable showing you the art that I am. But if it takes it takes the time for you to look back.
It does. You got to get far enough away from it. I share this story all the time. I tried to draw a baby. My first thing I ever did was a baby on a fur blanket for art class that I was in, and it became the benchmark of, at least you didn't draw the mutant baby on a fur blanket. It started as a benchmark from the students. My teacher took it up and used to use that to elevate people when they felt like their art was shit, because that is how bad it was. It was terrible.
Amy, if you think yours is bad, look at Shae over there. She's actually trying.
It's not a baby on a fur blanket. And everyone goes, I'm good. It's really not that bad. They just go right. Like, seriously, they taped it up on the wall halfway through the semester. She had asked me, she was like, do you mind? And I said, no, it's a good reminder of how shit I was. I was like, every time I see it, I'm like, wow, those eyes aren't even on the same universe. That's amazing.
To pass the class, just don't look like this.
Yeah, just do anything better than a stick figure. Pass. Very good. It was terrible. All right. So for the story of the entity, was there any other genre that you thought of before going for sci-fi?
Oh, that's a good question. In the end, no. I don't know why I immediately thought of sci-fi. I don't know. Yeah, I'd have to go into, like, I wrote all these down. I wrote like the commentary and what I was thinking about, like, all throughout in some Word document on my computer. But essentially, I was saying, okay, self-destruction. All right, what can go with self-destruction? And I was like, okay. Humans, what if we separated humans? That's why I separated Camille. And I said, okay, what else can self-destruct humans? False information, so we feed her false information. And I just started building all of that out until I had the story of Entity.
Awesome. Hell yeah. I seriously, so wherever that Word document is, you realize that when you're doing your director's cut and everything, that Word document's got to go in there somewhere.
Yeah, no, that's what it is. It's just
Exactly.
I'm gonna copy and paste it and throw it in there.
Yeah.
Christopher C is absolutely right. I did have to remove all my answers. Jokes. I'm totally kidding.
It was like, yeah, you really strike me as that kind of a person for sure. So it also wants to know, how did you take to developing the script and completing the graphic novel?
Yeah, I wrote the entire thing first, and then I set out to find an artist, and I looked through a bunch of people's portfolios, and Joe Wong was the one I liked, and I hit him up, and he sent me some character sketches, and I was like, perfect, you're hired. And we spent the next year and a half working together. It was intense. Like, I'd send him a script, I'd get all the pages like a month and a half later, and then I'd color them, and we just kept doing this back and forth for a year and a half. Yeah,
awesome.
It was intense, but I remember I gave myself a deadline. Like, no one gave me a deadline, so I put like an imaginary gun to my head. I remember one night I stayed up for 2 nights straight, just coloring it for like this imaginary, like, if I don't finish this in 2 days, like, everything the last year and a half has been worth it. Hasn't been worth it. So I stayed up for like 48 hours just nonstop coloring and lettering this book, and then I finished it, and I was like, sweet, like, what do I do next? Just sleep.
I was like, I guess I'll just take
like, what was the
now.
point of this? Like, there was no rush.
Right. I put all this stress on me for nothing.
Yeah, exactly.
Justin wants to know, where and when can people check you on YouTube most of the time?
Yeah.
And so FYI, I just added it right below his Twitter is his YouTube channel. So there's a link to both his Twitter and his YouTube channel. Please go follow, sub, all of the good things.
Yeah,
when do you stream?
Yeah, that's a great question, because I don't.
Oh, good.
I don't very much. So
you have a baby.
Well, yeah, I have a baby. So my channel is called Draw and Talk. We just hit 3,000 subs last week.
Wow.
Yeah.
How long have you been working on that?
Like 2 years, I think. I think
Nice.
I think I've hit a 2-year mark. And most of my videos are pre-recorded videos. And most of them are like really like after, right now my videos have been kind of like just like commentary. I sit, I look at the computer and I read. But most of my videos are edited, so I do like different camera shots and whatnot. And so I typically put out one pre-recorded video a week, and then I put out then I'll do a stream on like Tuesday or Wednesday. Obviously, I'm currently in crowdfunding mode, so we're doing a lot more than that lately.
Yeah.
Which is why, if you subscribe, hit that notification bell, because you just never know when I'm going to post something. But I typically am pretty rigid that, like, Tuesday, I put out Tuesday is my video day, and then Wednesday I stream. It's all over the place.
That's awesome.
And if you join our Discord, we have a Discord. That's where you get that's where you get all the updates.
Is your Discord? Can you access it from? I'm trying to see.
Yeah, let me grab it. Join our Discord, and I'll send it over to you in a private chat.
Heck yeah, and then I'll throw that up in there too, so people can join the Discord. Okay, dude, thank you so much for subbing. You are amazing. I really appreciate you. Getting ever
be
closer.
Nicer to her than you are on our channel.
You don't have to be. It's really okay, because I the amount of people that come on my channel just to shit talk me to my face, which I very much appreciate. Thank you. If you're gonna shit talk me, at least do it to my face. That's all I ask.
All right, private chatted you to our Discord. Yeah, this is the Draw and Talk family Discord. We have a silly goose time there. It's where you get all the Draw and Talk updates. But then we also do a yearly anthology together. So this, and everyone owns the anthology, so no one has like any rights to it. So once we make it, everyone gets the print file, and they can print it, sell it. They can do whatever they want with it. That is really unique. That is very cool. I'm actually working on an anthology myself, but Awesome.
It's just me. I gave myself an arbitrary deadline of, by the end of 2020, I need to have everything written, so 2021 I can start.
That's awesome though.
I can start finding
several different artists for them.
Yeah, basically. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my writing and I want to give it to a couple of artists that I really like, and I want them to read it and see what they come up with based on what I wrote. I've got a couple of that are specific things that I want, but for the most part it's super loose, and I want to see what people come up with.
That's dope. I hope that you are able to accomplish that because that's awesome.
I'm determined to, and there's way too many people who know about it for me to not know. So that's
Nice.
the problem. The second people know, like
It's
you
over.
have to, because they're relentless, and you know, if they need a keyboard warrior to hold you accountable, that's what they're gonna do.
Yeah. Well, in 2021 in January, I'm gonna be like, Shae, where the fuck is your script? And
yes,
and
exactly.
If you don't hold it, I'll be like, a guy's unsub.
Yeah, so here's the funny thing. What Unhinged is saying right here. Will has taken it upon himself, because normally Sci would do this job, but since Sci has been out of the country for a while, Will has decided that he's just going to knock me down a peg every single time he gets on my show. We do a really awesome writer show, so if you are interested, for Christopher who's saying, can I come on? I love talking shit. If you're into writing, hit me up, and I'm more than happy to bring you on sometime for sure, because we talk all kinds of stuff about writing. Will usually says some mean shit. He usually gets put in timeout several times a show because I can do it because it's my show. So
Heck yeah, you're the boss.
Hell yeah. Oh, got a couple. Sorry, I'm catching up on a couple of these super amazing comments. You guys are so great. I'm excited for the anthology too. I just need to, write it and stuff. Will's a shit talker extraordinaire. It's very true. We had another question. I didn't miss it this time, Jason. If you were a tree, what tree would you be?
An ent.
The hell is that?
Lord of the Rings, those tree people that walk?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that's what I am.
Oh, I love it.
I'm an ent. Take that, whoever asked that question and thought that was going to be stumped.
That was Jason. So Jason asks that of almost everyone, and the amount of people that go,
Yeah, I'll be an ent. Take that, Unhinged Entertainment.
Wow.
You didn't stump me.
That's a
stump.
And that was in a heartbeat too. That's a terrible dad joke. You're definitely a new father. Yes, Will does like being in timeout because he's a sadist and a douche, and I love him like a brother, so I want to punch him frequently. Oh my gosh. Okay, Wolverine. I'm sorry, I have a shit memory. We've talked about this. Good hell. And yes, Justin, you do absolutely need to get in here. I feel like we found out why you want to be an ent, because it's ent-ity.
Rhythm Studios. That's awesome.
That was good. That was well done. Yeah, see, if you would have said treant, that I would have got that. It's just the ent
from D&D.
Yeah. I would have gotten treant. That would have registered. All right, guys. Well, this has been an absolute blast. You guys are all amazing. Thank you so much, Tyler, for coming on. The book is beautiful.
Dude, thank you. Thank you for reaching out to me. That means that meant the world to me.
Oh.
I was sitting on my couch and I get a Twitter message and I was like, I don't know this person. I don't know what's going on, but I'm going to say yes. And then I started doing some research. I'm like, oh, hell yes. This is awesome. I started watching your streams. I'm like, I'm going to have a freaking silly goose time while I'm here. And I told my Facebook group. I told my Discord group. I hope that my Draw and Talk family supports the Red Valkyrie family. And I hope that if there ever is a comics war, that we side with each other and our allies.
I don't know why we wouldn't. You have given me zero reason to go against you.
Yeah.
So
Now, do you know who Clint Stoker is? Sweetcast.
Of course I do.
Now, he's a friend of mine as well. Also fellow Utahan. I don't know if anyone else knows that. If so, I doxed him. Crap.
Good job.
But whatever. I won't say where. But I will say this. I don't know if he'll side with us. So if we go against him, we might lose.
Oh, no. Clint will side with us. He's been on my show several times.
Well, perfect. And I know Clint, and
I did a fatal cosplay for him. He will side with us.
Well, frick. Okay, perfect. We need as many allies as we can, because we don't know when we're gonna go to war.
You never know. You know what? I side with the side that likes to have fun. I side with the side that likes to do good, honest products and good comics and avoids drama. You want drama, go anywhere else, literally, but not here.
Well, then, everyone, with that being said, just go check out Entity on Kickstarter. You got 12 days left.
Please go and back this. You absolutely need this. I'm gonna try and talk Tyler into doing a Indiegogo extraordinaire. And we'll see. It might be a little bit. He might have some PTSD after this last crowdfunding run, and we might have to like soothe that back down.
Well, I'll do a video after the Indiegogo, and then it'll be like a thumbnail. It says black and white, and it'll say like what happened, and like you'll be in the background of that thumbnail with your war paint.
Yes.
Like Shae did this to me, and it wasn't cash money, that's for sure. and I'll be like, I was trying to have a silly goose time, but Shae was like, you have to do an Indiegogo, and I said that's not really silly goose, and she said you have to do it, and I did it, and this is how I lost my way.
Oh, don't worry. if you end up doing an Indiegogo, we'll make sure that it is still a silly goose time. All right, we will make it fun.
I mean, how much is PTSD worth? I'm fine with getting $5,000 on that campaign if it gives me like a month or two of like crying in the shower.
Yeah, you know what? We'll talk. You'll have a whole family around you. Okay, we will hold you as you cry. We will get you back to good. Yes, Frigga obviously would be on our team. Justin says that we would have his teddies. I actually bought off of his campaign. I bought his nightmare teddy. So
awesome.
I've got that plushie coming, and it glows in the dark, and it's terrifying, and I can't wait, and it's going to keep me up at
Justin
night.
says, Tyler, last question. Oh, I'm excited. Last question.
Wait, what last question?
Justin Dutton.
Uh-huh. What question did you have?
Gosh, this anticipation.
All you said was sub, bud. What'd you... Oh, there you go. Oh, he was posting it. That's what he was saying.
Mascot a goose, possibly a silly goose.
I like it.
No, I heard someone say it on YouTube, silly goose time, and I went, and I waited for them, and I started watching some of their other videos, and I realized he didn't say silly goose time any other time except that one really quick 30-second video. So I said, flip, I'm going to start saying silly goose time, and I have been since, and
fantastic. That is awesome. All right, well, make sure that you go and check out Entity. Please make sure that you sub to Tyler in all of the various ways that you can. All of them can be found in the description. And please, if you don't mind, like, share, and subscribe to Red Valkyrie. We are getting very close to our 1K, and I definitely want to make that worthwhile for all of you. I've got a lot of cool stuff in the works because you guys are amazing, and you deserve it. And thank you all so much for being here in the chat. Thanks for everyone who's going to be watching this in replay. You guys are absolutely stunning, and we will catch you all next time. See you later.
Boom.